Yeah, hello everyone. This is Andy. So I'm working at AIG. So my big boss is over there. Yeah. Do we have a PowerPoint? I think so, right? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So today we will talk about DeepSeek, but I see Hamida there. They're our friends from Meta. So we are doing really well on Llama. So we will continue to do so. Yeah, before we dive into the DeepSeek. Yeah, the next slide. Yeah, so I think I don't need to talk too much about the model itself. It's so popular, everybody knows it, even my wife. So she's not a big fan of the high tech at all. So one day she asked me, do you know DeepSeek? So I said, I know a little bit. So she asked, is it good? I say, I heard it's really good. Then she downloaded DeepSeek app on her iPhone. So yeah, we start working on this like before Christmas with DeepSeek and SGLang. And there are a lot of challenges because the model is so new. And it has a different architecture from other models. So somehow we get it working out of box, and also during Christmas on MI300, and we create a blog to mention that AMD provide the data support for DeepSeek on the MI300. Yeah. Okay. Next one. Yeah, like I mentioned, so we face a lot of the challenge. So I think the first thing, the model itself is so big. It's 671 billion parameters. So somehow we found that it cannot fit into the single node of H100 server. But so you know, the MI300 has a big HBM, so we can perfectly fit the model, the full-blown DeepSeek R1 model in the single server. So, and the next one is, okay, the customer are very interested in it. So they want to push up the performance, especially in the online serving, because they want to serve as many users as possible. So it means you should serve with a very high concurrency. So it means that the Kiwi cache becomes the bottleneck for your performance. So because you have to take a significant portion of your memory to store the Kiwi cache, it means that so your performance somehow is getting limited by the memory that you can push up the batch size. So the higher batch size, the higher throughput. So I think in this case, the MI300 also has some of the advantage in terms of memory capacity, as well as memory, the bandwidth, so which is essential for the decoding performance, because decoding phase, so it's more likely the memory bound rather than compute bound. So, but we also have the balance the compute, so then it gives you a very good trade-off between the memory bound and the compute bound, depending on the sequence length and the batch size. So you can find your sweet spot either than, on other platforms, I would like. Yeah. So the model itself has some innovation architecture. For example, they use MLA attention, not the GQA or MHA attention, and also it's very sparse. They use the shared MOE plus the router MOE. There are a lot of the over 200 the router the MOE kernels, and also I think it also uses block-wise the quantization for the AP8 gen, so it's not like the per tensor quantization or row-wise quantization. So yeah, next slide. Yeah, so I think you see Anush the slides about the performance curve, right? So And so the story behind it is that we have implemented a lot of the optimization, so including a lot of the Triton kernel tuning. So at the very first place, so the SGLAN or VM is heavily reliant on the Triton kernel for the things I just mentioned. So we spent quite a bit of time to tune those Triton kernel, including the Triton MOE kernel and the Triton ML kernel. And at a certain point, we found that we are reaching the limit we can achieve with Triton. So we have to build a more performant the kernels on our own. So then we come up with a new kernel called the ATER, so which is very new. So it's just we released ATER on the GitHub maybe 3 weeks ago. So we use ATER to implement the Fuse MOE and implement the Fuse the MRA and also as well as cost or reduce operator. So ATER is high performance the AI operator libraries, so which offers both the C++ and the Python interface. So under hood, it can invoke like the heap kernel or Triton kernel or even assembly kernel. So if you want to have the extreme performance. So so please check it out and give it a try and give us your feedback. So meanwhile, we are also working on something new. So it's upcoming, and many people are very interested. It's like it's a multi-node inferencing with prefill and decode disaggregation. I think you can you read it from the technical report from DeepSeek, and also the extrapolating across node, and also there's some multi-token prediction based speed decoding. So we are working on that. It's coming. So with that, we can achieve the pretty good performance. Then I will hand it over to Mehdi, who will show some nice demo. Yeah, thank you.